So these are the options that can be viewed from the file menu. Now in the edit menu you will get this sort of options. You can cut, copy, you can copy image, you can copy the view locations, you can delete something, you can find something, you can rename the location, you can take a snapshot of the view. So if you click here, then you will take a snapshot of the view, and if you paste somewhere, if you suppose you have open one Word document, you just click Ctrl plus V, then the snapshot will be pasted there. So these are the options that will be shown in the edit. And in the view you will get some advanced options, like if you want to disable the toolbar or sidebar, you have to click here. If you want to run the software in the complete full screen, you have to click here. You can change the view size, you can enable or disable the navigations, then you can enable or disable this sort of things, like if you want to disable the status bar, then you have to click here. If you want to enable the grid, if you click here, you will be given the complete grid of the latitude and longitude. So we'll see how it's work. But first of all, I just like to give you a brief idea about the things that will appear whenever you click the view menu. So the Google Earth also gave you the experience of viewing the Mars and the moon also. The way you are viewing the Earth right now, the same way you can view the Mars also, and you can view the moon also. So we'll go to that one also. So there are some advanced tools are there. There are some very interesting rulers are there for taking the measurements. Then definitely the tables and GPS are there and the movie maker. And if you want to enter into the flight simulator, you have to click here. Just like that, you have to, again, if you click on the add menu, so you can add lot of things like a folder, a place mark, a path, or polygon, or a model, or tour. So we'll go to that one also. So these are the things that will appear when you click the items listed in the menu bar. Now this is the user interface. Now we'll see how the search engine work here. Now for that, we'll go to the Google Earth. Now let me stop this presentation and let me share the entire, we have to share the entire window here. Okay, now we are in the Google Earth. So if you click here, and if you want to search something, for example, let's go to Eiffel Tower. And you click on search, then it will appear just like that. So there will be some informations here, and here you can see this is the Eiffel Tower. So this way this particular search engine works. So if you want to go somewhere else, like Uluru, it is located in Australia. So it's a monolith actually. I think the geology students, you know about this thing. It's a monoduct, or it's a Inselberg. Sometimes it's called as monolith. It consists of one single stone, one single rock type. It is located in Australia. So let's try something, some city area like your say Delhi. So we are now in the city of Delhi. So this is a demonstration of how the search engine works. First of all, you must enable this sidebar from your view menu. If it is not there, you can go to the view menu and you click on sidebar, then it will appear. Or you can also try this keyboard shortcut also, Control Alt Alt and B. So if you click Control Alt B, then also the sidebar will appear. And in the search, you have to just type the area. So let's try Shivsagar College. Yeah, it's there. So this is the location of our college. So those who are not from here, and now you can see where we are. Our college is located. It is located to a very huge tank. It is a man-made tank. Okay, so this way the search engine works. Now let's go to our next topic, enabling layer options. Okay, now we'll go to the sidebar and we'll see how this layer options works. So there are several layer options. Let's go to Google Earth and let's collapse these options, and we'll highlight only the layer options. Now I have enabled only the terrain option here, but if you disable everything, then no vector information will be shown here except the raw view of the globe. So you'll not get, these are some place marks actually that has been added, but let's delete them. So so you will have a complete raw view of the globe. So if you enable, now what is that this terrain options means? The terrain means if you enable this particular option, now the globe is appearing like a completely flat two-dimensional image. So if you want to enable the elevation information, or if you want to enable the digital elevation model which is lying behind these satellite imageries, then you have to click on the terrain. If you click here, within few seconds you will get the three-dimensional view of the globe. If you disable that particular option, then this 3D view will not be appeared, and if you want to have that 3D experience, then you have to click on the terrain option. Then it will give you the two-dimensional view of the areas that are really have some relief. Now what is relief? Relief is the difference between the elevation between two points. If something is lying say at a elevation of say 2000 meter and something is lying at an elevation of 4000 meter, that the difference is called the relief. So to get the relief, or to get the idea of the terrain configuration, and you have to enable this terrain option. Now there is another 3D option which is available in the Google Earth, but it is not working in all those areas of the globe, because Google have started one program and they have started one survey of photogrammetry, and for that they required a lot of flight data of a particular area, and to create the 3D models of all the buildings, all the houses that are available in the ground. Now this particular option is presently not working in the cities of India, but if you go to Japan, or especially in the European countries like your England, Germany, and if you go to your USA, then you will get this experience. Now let's go to Washington, New York. Let's try this federal administrative building. Okay, so now we are in Germany, and this is the Federal Administrative Court. Now if you see here, you will get a flat two-dimensional image only, because this area is located in a flat ground. So that although we have enabled the terrain option, but it will not work because there is no significant relief variations. But here we'll get one more interesting thing, that is you will get the idea of all the buildings in 3 dimension. So if you enable, there is an option 3D buildings. If you enable this option, then depending on your internet connectivity and the rendering power of your graphics processing unit, everything will appear in 3D. Now as we are in a live demonstration, that's why it may take some time, but after some time you'll get the 3D view of the images. Now you can see these buildings are appearing in 3D, just like a video game. So nowadays a lot of people play this PUBG and your Call of Duty, so you'll get a that type of experience in the Google Earth Pro also. And these are real buildings, not fictional buildings. So if you want to visit a location, and if you want to get an real actual idea about the size and the configuration of the buildings, then this feature is very helpful. And in fact this feature is also helpful for uh, civil works, construction related works, and lot of different such type of have in architecture or in that type of business. So by enabling the 3D buildings option, you will get a complete 3D view of the buildings. And if you pan the view then you might get some time to render all the images, all the buildings that are located far behind this particular section, because the computer will try to download the 3D data of all the buildings up to the horizon, and it might take some time. But if you allow the computer to download that sort of data, and after all, after a few minutes you will get the complete 3D view of the entire city.